4.
Look at that bun. What the fuck is going on? I don't even know how I did that. All right. Oh.
Welcome to the PhazeCast.
We didn't clap. You didn't do 3, 2, 1. That doesn't count.
I just wanted to catch the bun part at the beginning. 3,
timestamp.
2, 1.
You didn't. I hate you.
3.
Hi, everybody.
2, 1.
When are we starting this fucking episode? How many false starts are we gonna go through?
I think that was 3.
Hello, everybody.
It started because I wanted to get your bun in the shot. Show them your bun on the video version. Nobody listens to it on Spotify anyway.
Look at this.
It's nice. It's
Thank
big.
you. It's big. I really pulled it back today. It's just elevated too. Fucking here we go.
Today on the PhazeCast, we'll be discussing more things that HBO Max has done wrong.
Oh Jesus.
Warner Brothers is digging a hole. I guess it's just Warner Brothers, really. They're really digging a hole.
At this point, I've never watched an episode of 90 Day Fiance, and now I refuse to.
I've watched seasons and seasons of it. It's not good. It ain't good.
You're the reason this is happening.
I mean, listen, I don't want 90 Day Fiance to replace Batgirl. I don't want 90 Day Fiance to exist, really, because it has sucked away hours of my life.
It's replacing Young Justice. How dare you?
Yeah, they didn't renew Young Justice, did they?
No, nothing I know of. We don't get Young Justice. We just got it back. We're not going to have it again. That's.
Oh, did you see? I mean, I guess that it's not it's a rumor, but I did see a few tweets from inside Warner Brothers saying that they have fired, I think, up to 13 people whose job it was to create diverse shows, or like that was part of their job. So, which ties back into this like thing at the beginning where he was like, well, we don't want the focus to be creating diverse media. We want it to be creating good media, which is the kind of thing that people say when they're racist. it's like a dog whistle, to say something like that. I feel like nobody says that kind of thing if they don't have like racist motives, I feel like.
Yeah. Jesus fucking right.
So,
fired HBO execs accuse Warner Brothers Discovery of wiping out diversity and layoffs. Oh, God.
Yeah.
29 European staffers, including top execs, were cut? Jesus. Wow.
And, like, their entire animation department, which is such a kick in the face to... I mean, what it shows is, like, this is, like, a racist guy who doesn't understand the value of animation as a medium and is getting rid of diverse shows and an entire
you get rid of what people like and people fought. Whatever. So what, 70 employees laid off as a part of cost cutting? Jesus.
And what this has resulted in, from what I hear, is a loss in $20 billion of capital. Which is sort of the opposite of recovering $3 billion.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not good.
Jesus fucking Christ. They're really banking on House of the Dragon to save their asses.
The thing is, though, is that, I mean, while House of the Dragon is going to elevate HBO, that's not Warner Brothers thing. So maybe that'll save HBO Max as a platform. I think it got 20 million streams.
It's one show, though. That's the issue. Right? Like, that'll happen for the season, and then hopefully they can get stuff done. I don't know.
Yeah, well, they renewed it for another season already.
Yeah, well, that was always going to happen. There was no way it was going to flop that far.
20 million streams. It's pretty fucking good. But that's HBO. I mean, HBO has always been pretty high quality. Mm-hmm. The HBO Max originals, I think the thing that I enjoyed probably the most that I've seen that's got that Max label on it is, I guess some of the animated stuff has been cool, but like as far as the live action stuff goes, I watched a show called The Flight Attendant, and that was like okay for a season, but they don't have like high quality stuff to begin with. Yeah, and really where they had their stuff was the animation.
Listen, if Harley Quinn gets to suffer for this is going to be really bad.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I think what they're banking on, though, is the Flash, which is incredibly strange.
I have zero interest in seeing the Flash. They released that the Flash is testing very high on their screen, right? Like on their
Yes, the screenings of the Flash are doing very well. Apparently,
doing very well. Apparently from them. Since the Dark Knight, I'm like, I don't. That seems like you're just trying to build buzz. That feels like a lie.
It could be.
Who knows? I don't know anybody who got to see a pre-screening of the Flash. There's got to be somebody. Either way.
Well, we were talking about, though, that those pre-screenings are kind of a tough barometer for that, because people always go into those pre-screenings and they're like, I didn't understand the ending. I want this thing to change. Mm-hmm. You know, and they're rarely correct.
Let me tell you something, too. Sometimes pre-screenings make no sense, right? Because it's I get that you just want to hit a general audience. So... But I was once grabbed for a pre-screening with my friend. We were at the mall. We were at the mall by the movie theater. We were walking by, and so I was like, "Oh, hey, do you guys want to see a movie?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, okay, cool. We just got free movie tickets." Oh, what was the movie? I think it was some like random horror movie, right? That I had not heard of. I'm not a big fan of most horror movies, and I was just like, "Oh, this is a waste of my time." We were walking to go to Dave & Buster's and play video games, and now I feel like I should have just kept going to Dave & Buster's and play video games.
Yeah, that should have been the case.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's sort of tough, too, because with a pre-screening that's this far in advance and you're sitting there, like, with Warner Brothers, you know, being asked questions and that sort of thing, it's hard to separate how you actually feel about something from the hype of it and from the fact that you get to see it for free. A lot of things that I've seen ahead of time for free, I feel like in the past, I've been like, oh, that was pretty good. But it's only because I got to see it for free. Mm-hmm. There's not a lot of stakes involved. So, you know, it's tough to gauge that, really, unless you're like going in with a really critical lens. And I doubt that most of those people were.
No. General consensus of whether the movie was good is what's going to happen. It's weird too because when we look back, they compared it directly to like the Dark Knight, right?
Yeah, the Dark Knight trilogy, I guess.
If I remember correctly, screenings of the Dark Knight had people saying that Heath Ledger in a body bag was distasteful, and they didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean they'll find anything like that.
So like no, what? Yeah, but that's why it was like, it was good, but like this is terrible. We should get rid of it. And it was like I don't trust people going into movies and until like. You know?
Yeah, you are correct about that. I remember reading that, too. Mm-hmm. That they wanted to cut that out. And I think that there are a lot of cases where there are similar things. I hear about... I'm trying to remember some examples, but I hear about that sort of thing all the time where they're like, oh, the reason the ending of this movie sucks... I Am Legend, I think, was one of them.
It has 2 endings.
I know, but the second ending is, I think, better. Where he sacrifices himself. And closer to the source material. But the reason that they didn't use that in theaters is because of test screenings. And it's always that kind of thing where they're like, I want the main character to survive. Yeah. I want everything to go well for everybody. I hope that everything works out. And it's like, okay, well, that doesn't really necessarily make a movie good.
No.
Because you're just working with a very general slice of the public.
So Warner Brothers is down how much?
I think the headlines that I saw said $20 billion in potential capital from canceling all of these shows and erasing them.
Batgirl was worth how much?
Well, they spent $90 million on Batgirl.
And if they release that to hopefully get viewers... This is the stupidest thing. None of this shit makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean that's like a domestic. That's like a domestic 250 million easy domestic. You know, if you release that, I feel like there's no way a Batman movie. What Batman movie flopped? You know,
none. No Batman movie has flopped.
And you've talked about that, just like the value of that property is so far beyond how they're measuring it.
Batman and Robin is a terrible film, but people still watch it today.
Yeah. Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, I know you do. I know you do. Bat nipples and everything. It's just fucking. So you can't like it's. This just all of this is screaming like. Dude doesn't know what the people want.
No.
And is. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I'm not a fan of this whatsoever. I don't want to watch The Flash.
And that's the thing, right? Is I feel like there is, there's so much damage done by Ezra Miller specifically that I don't think that they can recover from. I think that's gonna come out and they're gonna be like, wait, why isn't this making as much money as we thought it was?
No. I know a few people who I've talked to who are still like, oh, I still want to see The Flash. Like, I mean, he apologized. I'm like, shut the fuck up, dude. He was grooming people. What are you talking about?
I mean, I would be interested to see how it turns out, but I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, here's the thing, I guess. Yeah, here's the thing. I think I've said on the show before too, and I do stick by it. Is like separating the art from the artist as much as possible. I just feel like it'll be hard for me to do it this time because I directly see this person as someone who is actively destroying any future things that I like to enjoy.
And he's like directly harming people. Like,
yeah, they suck ass.
Like,
Ezra Miller sucks ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, they're like directly harming people.
Yeah.
There's like, it's because sometimes something comes out and it's like, okay, well, somebody said something that's terrible.
Yeah. Whatever.
I hope they don't act on that, and I hope they fucking stop. But this is like they're ruining people's lives. It's really, really bizarre.
Yeah, no, it's not okay.
I don't really, and it's the I don't know how far along they are in production of that either.
I think they're done filming, right?
They're saying they can't replace them, but
I think that's. I mean,
they also scrapped Batgirl.
Yeah.
Which
I
think was further along.
It makes no sense what they're saying. If you look at it from like an above point of view, like they're keeping a problematic, toxic, and potentially just shitty like thing, and they believe it full-heartedly just because the loud minority will say it's okay. We want to watch The Flash. We don't care what happened.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about Batgirl because Batgirl is a girl, and I hate this. I hate this.
Yeah. The whole property has been tainted. You're right. The whole, it's like you can't move on from that in the way that they think they can.
And what are the things that they have in the Flash movie that are trying to draw people in?
They have Michael
Two
Keaton
Batmans!
and Ben Affleck.
They have two Batmans! Batman fucking sells, fucking clod.
I saw a TikTok from somebody, I wish I could remember their name, but he was talking about how Batman is more of a property that is similar to something like Sherlock Holmes or Tarzan at this point. That there's like locked in value of like a 90-year-old character.
Yep. That
people will recognize the name and want to see that.
Yep.
I guess maybe Tarzan's a bad example because that last Tarzan movie that came out sucked. But there's like it's just in the public sphere. It's set.
People know who the big three are in DC. Even if you're not a DC fan, people know Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
All you have to do is produce decent films with them. They don't even have to be amazing. You can produce a decent film.
You can make Batman and Robin. How much money did Batman and Robin make? I'm gonna look this up. I bet it was
the third. That was the third of a trilogy, though.
True.
That's like Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3 was a shoo-in no matter how many times he pushed his hair in front of his face. I'm gonna put some dirt in there.
Literally looking into like the reflection of a sewer and moving his hair over his eye. Like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, I guess it was technically a flop. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, but people still cared.
Yeah, it
made shit about it.
It made
loved things about
120 or no 107 million on a budget of 125 to 160 million as a box office. Man, that's disappointing to me. I was ready to risk it all for Batman and Robin.
Risk it all. I mean, they still made a profit.
Well, over time, sure.
Uh-huh.
I bought it on DVD. And now they can release 2 movies this year, Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers can release 2 movies this year.
Why, what is this? They can release 2 movies.
That's how much money they got left. They have the money to release 2 more movies this year.
They already made the movie. Why can't they just, here we go, here's movies?
Yeah, you would think that probably the easiest route there would be to take something like Batgirl that is apparently well into post-production and just finish it and release that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. How do you claim this as a tax write-off, you fucking clods?
Well, I also heard that they were saying that they might have to destroy the footage to prove to the IRS that they are never going to show anybody Batgirl. But these are all rumors. I don't know. There was also a rumor that they were going to do a screening for the cast and crew as an apology, which God knows if they do that, it's going to get out.
What is that even going to do? That's I
don't know, man.
You know, it sucks that a lot of the actors only make money if they, from sales at a theater and stuff like that, too.
Oh, yeah.
So that's, a waste of fucking time for a lot of people.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Fuck me.
I don't know if anybody signed their contract that way for Batgirl, but if they did, they're screwed. That was what Scarlett Johansson, had to sue for.
Yeah, because it was only theater sales.
God, do you remember the way that Disney reacted to that? That was terrible.
Yeah. Listen, man, all these companies try to be like, but we're the good guys here. We're the ones being shat on. Is the stupidest fucking take. It's just the stupidest fucking take. And there are so many people who immediately want to jump and support them, and I'm like, why the fuck are you doing that? It makes no goddamn sense to me.
It reminds me of The Boys, the Vaught Industries thing in The Boys, where they have things where they're like, protect our LGBTQ plus friends, and then they just are the most monstrous company on the planet that donates to all these terrible, just like in real life. It's just like how Disney's like, oh, it's Pride Month, and then they donate to Republican senators and stuff that want gay conversion therapy. It's awful. I fucking hate it. It's the worst. Yeah. It's the absolute worst. But the thing is about the situation with Warner Brothers is they don't even have the money to donate anymore. They have fucking no money.
Good. Ugh.
Somebody's gonna have to buy them up, I feel like, at the end of this.
Disney.
Because here's the thing, the 2 movies that they're releasing this year are Don't Worry Darling, which I think will probably do okay maybe the first week, but then drop off, and Black Adam. And I think Black Adam will do all right.
Black Adam will do good. Black Adam will do fine.
But I don't
think Black Adam get pushed? I thought
Black Adam's in October, which I think was pushed, isn't it? I don't know. They pushed everything. They pushed Shazam and Aquaman.
Yeah.
Zachary Levi was at Comic-Con being like, oh yeah, Shazam's the perfect Christmas movie to see. And then they pushed it back to March. And they pushed Aquaman to next Christmas. It's
dumb. They can't handle their fucking shit, dude. Fucking reset. I don't know.
Well, I think that the reset is going to come in the form of having to be bought out by a different company. I think that they're probably going to run themselves into the ground over the next... It'll take a little while. Maybe 5 years. But they're going to run themselves into the ground. And when they do, Disney will be there to buy up DC.
I think House of the Dragon will... Well, we'll see what happens.
I don't think that the revenue from, House of the Dragon really goes that much into Warner Brothers, though.
Why would you say that?
Well, I think that as far as HBO Max subscribers, that does, but I think HBO Max has been running negative the entire time because it takes so much to just run a streaming platform. And then the other source of revenue from that is people who subscribe to HBO via cable, and Warner Brothers, I don't think, sees any of that. So So it will help them if it gets HBO Max subscribers, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. They lost a bunch of subscribers, didn't they? How many subscribers did
I
they
don't
lose?
know. I didn't see numbers on that. But I would assume that there are many people who have, in protest at the very least, left, and a lot of people who probably were there for the animation catalog that are like, well, you just completely deleted it. So I don't think there was anybody for that Dylan and/or Cole Sprouse romantic comedy.
Yeah. Well, it seems like this dude just wants to make, money by making cheap shit.
I know. Well, I saw something that, somebody high up in Warner Brothers was like, oh yeah, David Zaslav would just run that HGTV couple Reno show all day if he could.
Yeah. Ugh.
Which I understand that there is a market for that. I'm not like trying to shit on that specifically, but it is its own market. And it has a place at Discovery Plus right now where it is making money on its own. It's not something that needs to then interfere with the market of people who want to watch something like Infinity Train. It doesn't make any sense.
It's to me, this all screams like someone who doesn't want to see what the world is like now and is grasping and trying to go back to the way it was because he thinks that's is the best.
Yeah, this is an old dude who likes cable.
Mm-hmm. Who the fuck watches cable?
My mom, my 70-year-old mother. And she doesn't even watch. She records it. She subscribes to it, schedules what she wants to watch, and then watches it later. She doesn't even do that. It's. I mean, I guess somebody's paying for cable. It looks like second quarter results, they lost about 300,000 domestic subscribers from the prior quarter, but that wouldn't, I think, be related to these announcements at this point. So we have, I think, yet to see the impact. I'm sure it's bad, because the thing is like, when Disney Plus came out, they were pretty quick to tell everybody how many people subscribed to it, because it was a huge number. They're being pretty quiet about this, probably intentionally, because they're probably like, oh no.
Mm-hmm. This does all seem like just a really drastic move to attempt to, like, when you think course correction, you don't think immediate shit like this, right? Fucking hell.
No, you want to have a gentle hand.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take it slow.
Yeah.
Test the waters.
No,
if you think that the answer is to put 90 Day Fiance on full blast on HBO Max, maybe take your lowest performing show off of HBO Max and replace it with a couple seasons of 90 Day Fiance. See how that runs for a little while. I'm not a TV executive, but I feel like that would be a better idea. If you really think that's the route to go down.
Jesus fucking Christ. This just makes me sad.
It's pretty strange.
This just makes me sad. I'm sad.
Well, Joe, you know what'll cheer you up?
What? What'll cheer me up?
I don't know. I was hoping that I would come up with something as I finished that sentence.
Crinkle rage.
Did you just yell critical rage?
Crinkle rage. What?
Oh.
No, because I crinkled. Shut up. Ugh.
Why did you?
Well,
crinkle?
we got 5 minutes. We want to talk about. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not into it. I'm just so upset. I'm so upset. This is so stupid. Like, I'm a big DC fan, and there's still a part of me that is still at war with Marvel, even though I enjoy it. And to see this feels like losing. Not only losing content that I love and watch to enjoy, but losing to the fucking company that's like, oh, well, Marvel's got better characters because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bitch, none of these movie characters are fucking the comic book characters. They're better. They're a lot alike. But if you fucking read anything about Tony Stark in the comics, you need to get the fuck out of here because there's no way you like this man.
Yeah, Tony Stark is a monster.
This drunk motherfucker rolling around. I'll never forget when he dated MJ. What a piece of shit.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
What a piece of shit.
You mentioned that.
I'm sorry. I
Um,
have strong feelings about comic books.
what's your favorite color, Joe?
My favorite color?
Yeah,
It's green.
I don't know that. It's green?
You don't know that?
I didn't know that. What's my favorite color?
Blue.
I mean, I guess it is.
you like? Were you gonna combat me? Were you gonna combat me?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like blue has been my favorite color.
Is it
I
not?
don't have no. I just don't have any strong feelings about colors right now.
That's why blue.
I think it's
Very,
blue.
very neutral. Very appeasing.
I was gonna come back and be like, I don't have a favorite color because I'm not 5, Joe. But then you got it right, and I felt that.
Yeah. Because we've been friends for so long, you fucking piece of shit. What a weird. Okay. We're gonna grasp it together. Hey Eric. Hey Eric.
What?
What is your smash of the cast? If you had to smash a cast.
A Muppet?
Yeah.
Probably oh, what do you call them? Those guys that are all throat.
All throat?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. What?
Let me see if I can find them.
All throat.
The Martians. I guess they're just called the Martians. They're the Martians from Sesame Street.
Oh, okay. I can't.
These guys.
Oh. Put them up on Eric's screen. Put them up right there. Eric, put your hand out. Do it.
Oh,
Do the bit.
the Martians.
Wow, that's how you're going to edit that? Okay. Boom. You're going to put them right there.
I'm going to put them on both.
Okay.
The Martians are like just a tube. A soft
They are
tube.
just a tube. They are just a tube.
And I'm a simple guy.
That's fair. That's fair. You're Jesus. Oh boy. Oh no. I don't. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Sure. Wow.
This is the worst ending to
This
an
is
episode
the worst
so far.
episode. This is our worst episode.
No, I like the bit about HBO Max.
Don't. You mean the whole episode? You mean
Yeah.
the whole episode?
It's just this end part.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find the answer right here. Okay.
Answer to
Okay.
what?
My smash of the cast will be Cynthia Birdley. Go ahead and put Cynthia Birdley up here.
Okay.
Boom. I like curls. That's the answer.
Wait a second.
Cynthia Birdley.
Oh. Okay. Cynthia Birdley looks like a mean librarian.
Yeah, but you know what? Mean librarians with curly hair.
Are you saying you want to be shushed?
I would like to be shushed and then make them not be able to shush themselves.
That was worse than the soft tube thing.
Soft tube. There she is. We gonna smash her one day. We gonna smash all of them one day.
There's no way to recover.
That's it. That's
There's no way
it.
to
This is the
recover from
fucking
this.
show, man. Listen, guys, I don't know why you stayed this long. Thank you so much. Thank you for spending some of your time with us.
Oh, I saw 3,000 Years of Longing this week.
Go. You have a minute.
It was pretty good. It was not the movie that I expected it to be. The trailer was like pretty intense, and
Wasn't the
seemed
movie about
trippier.
like a genie?
Yeah, it was a quiet movie that was like a love story. The love story I didn't totally buy, and I would give it 3 stars out of 5, and I would recommend it only if you want to see. The visuals were cool. If you want to see the visuals,
I
It's a
can't
cool
wait to
fantasy
see
movie.
Shazam 2. All right. Not the Marvel, not Captain Marvel Shazam, but I
But
am Shazam.
Shaquille O'Neal Shazam.
Yeah, that's what this is, isn't it? Is this not it? Genie who wants a life, but in live action.
Isn't that a movie that didn't happen?
Was there gonna be a Shazam 2?
No, isn't that like not a movie?
I watched Shazam growing up.
I feel like this is a Mandela effect thing.
What do you mean? Shazam is a movie.
It's Kazam.
Kazam. I am Kazam. I'm sorry. I mistook Shazam and Kazam. I'm sorry.
Everybody thinks it's Shazam
2.
I thought it was Shazam. Mm-hmm. It's not Kazam 2. I wish it were Kazam 2.
Oh.
But it's not Kazam 2.
Got you.
And on that note,
bye, everybody.
The episode
sucks.
The episode has been over for like 5 minutes.
Bye.
We're just